the people of sake actually brought me into sake.
Back in 1988, this place was actually in Ginza on the main drag.
At first it was kind of soy sauce, it was miso.
To the point where it actually changed my life.
New Year's Day 1989.
Not just sake as a beverage, but all the culture and history.
Hi, and thanks for tuning to this episode of Sake on Air. In this episode, we were on location at the Japan Sake Shochu Fair 2025. This is an annual fair that's probably the biggest sake festival of the year, but it was held in Osaka for the first time. Chris Hughes and I went around on the fair floor and interviewed a variety of people in the sake industry, sipping a variety of beverages. In this episode, you'll hear Chris talking to Tomomi Duquette, the founder of Niigata Sake Lovers, representatives from the Zenkoku-chori Shokuhin Kogyo Kyodo Kumiai, an organization that helps producers of preserved foods find new markets, Takeshi Itani, the founder of Sake Experience, and Shun Kosaka, a bartender at Quarter Room. And without further ado, I hope you enjoy the show today.
So here we are in the Nihonshu Fair, which this year is being held in Osaka. And the Nihonshu Fair is arguably, well, I think the biggest sake event on the sake calendar. And it's run by the Japan Sake and Shochu Makers Association, which are, of course, Sake on Air's main supporter. And so during this event here in Osaka, in the ATC Trading Hall, we're going to be, as we walk around and trying not to get distracted by all this wonderful sake, well, we will be tasting some sake as well. We are going to be just interviewing some people who we know, some people who are active in the sake industry, either here in Japan or overseas. And I am here with the first Mrs. Sake Japan, Tomomi Duquette, a good friend of mine and sake partner in crime. And so you became, it was last year, right? Yep. And that was the first Mrs. Sake, didn't it?
Yes.
Up until now, just so our listeners, kind of for our listeners that don't know, there was this competition, that's the right way to refer to it, where basically, how many people? About 20?
Yeah, just
it's like actually the easiest way to explain this is like a Miss Universe contest for sake, right?
Yeah, pretty much like that, yeah.
But as well as obviously, looks, it's also about how much you know about sake, how much you like sake, and how much you're going to be able to kind of advocate for sake in Japan and also overseas. Up until now, there was only, just like with Miss Universe, there was the Miss Sake, and one of the conditions of being Miss Sake is that you're not allowed to be married, right? So, like, how did that come about? How did you find out about the Mrs. Sake contest, and kind of what was the inspiration, or who kind of introduced you to the contest?
Okay, so I've been a supporter for Miss Sake for a long time, and I just love, cheering up all the young girls, get interested in sake culture, and that's, bright future for me, right? And so, I've been a supporter, and then one day I got an email from the organization, and it's saying like, oh yeah, we're starting this, new competition for Mrs. people, and would you like to participate? And that was just, like regular, like a general information to anyone. So it's not just, addressed to me.
I see.
But I just pick it up and, that's perfect. That's something that I, really wanted to do that, so.
When did you get into sake? Like, I mean, you're Japanese, so of course, it's your culture, and it's out of everyday life. Were you always a lover of sake?
Yeah. So when you go into college, like you start to drink alcohol, I didn't like, any other alcohol but sake. So I didn't like beer because it was bitter, and a cocktail, it was supposed to be sweet, but the aftertaste was bitter too. And then when I tried sake for the first time with grilled fish, it was just so good. So everyone called me Oji-san because I was just a university student. But since then I've been a sake lover. So basically entire my life.
Yeah. And I should also say that you are very heavily involved with trying to put Niigata sake on the map. Tell us a bit more about the projects that you're involved with.
So I run a group called the Niigata Sake Lovers, and people who's lived in Niigata coming from overseas, but who's lived in Niigata, they didn't necessarily have, good experience with, sake or cultivation of rice. So when I met these guys, I said I want to learn too. So do you want to, join me? So I can translate, and we can go into the, sake brewery together, and then, talk to them, and learn the culture. So that was the start back in 2013.
Wow.
And then we started to do in Niigata we have this sake, not license, how do you say, an exam thing?
Yes.
Niigata Seishu Kente.
Yes.
And we were using the textbook to study about sake, just like a WCT.
Right.
Right. But then I actually asked a few breweries to come in to the study date, and then they said, "Oh, you know what? If you're learning, this hard, why don't you, come in and try to make it?" And really, of course, we would love to do that. And then we went into the brewery, and then they also said if you were brewing sake, you have to cultivate rice too. So we did the hands-on experience from rice making to sake making. And
Do you remember which brewery it was?
it was the Hara Shuzo.
Hara Shuzo.
Hara Shuzo. And then we moved on to Katafune, so Takeda Shuzo.
Yeah.
And then Kiminoi Shuzo, and then Naiba Shuzo. So we wanted to promote the sake brewery also, so we will take different breweries each year, and then do the different program from scratch to the end.
And you obviously enjoyed the experience because actually, how many years on? 10 years on.
Right.
Now you are actually running your own
Right.
brewery.
Exactly.
Tell us more about that.
Right. So when you go into the sake brewery, it's only once a year type of thing, because you can't go into their work too much.
Yeah.
But when we had these people coming in and experience our sake, making, they became not just a sake lover, but more like an ambassador. It's and they started to talk about even the culture of not just the sake brewery, but around that area too.
Yeah.
Because we learn deeply about the place and food culture, and even another industry and stuff too. So after we finished our program, those guys who graduated from our program, they some people went back to Ireland or different countries, but they were doing sake events in their home country. It's we didn't even ask them to do that,
right.
but they just spontaneously did that. It's it's a natural ambassador, and that's what you want, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So
it's true passion.
Right. Exactly.
Right? Real passion.
Right. Yeah, real passion. So and also I wanted to let more people to experience this kind of experience, but because if we're doing that at a brewery, we can do it only once a year. So we're why not? We should maybe take a new license, and
so you have the license you have is the one where you make sake for. Actually, I'm not sure.
Sonota no Jōzō-shu.
Yeah.
So it's
So it's
other kind of
the craft
alcohol
sake,
beverage.
the craft
Right,
sake license, right?
yes.
So you can't make Nihonshu.
I can't make a
No.
Nihonshu. So if I'm making, so I can use koji, I can use rice, but I need to put one more ingredient on top of that, or I can use 100% koji.
Right.
I cannot add a rice.
Oh, I see it. That actually the restrictions are. I didn't quite realize the restrictions are quite strict.
So the
actually.
Japanese sake should be made from rice and koji, water, and a yeast.
Only. Yeah.
And only.
Yeah.
Maybe
alcohol.
alcohol. Yeah.
But generally, just those ingredients.
Right. So you cannot
So
add anything.
you can't add anything else. And of course, the whole thing about craft sake is, in Japan, they don't give out new licenses for Nihonshu, right?
Right.
So actually, I remember you putting on Facebook that it wasn't easy to get hold of this, even this craft sake license.
Right.
And you're a woman, right? I hate to bring that into it. We don't really like to. But the fact is that, historically, traditionally, it's not easy for a female to actually obtain one of these licenses, right?
Yeah. So, I think anything with anything,
I was
for a
gonna
woman
say.
to start a business,
Yeah.
it was difficult. Not just about sake brewery, but so not many female founders of any businesses. So sake was probably one of those. I'm sure there have been. Well, actually, so before Muromachi era, women were involved.
That's
in
right.
sake
They
making.
were the only brewers
right.
to begin
so
with,
the
right?
Toji
Making
word-
doboroku.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Toji word came from these, workers.
That's right. It means
female
housewife,
workers.
right?
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Right?
Different kanji.
Different
kanji.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so you're basically returning things to the normal.
Right, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, as it should
makes
be.
Sense,
It does
right?
make a lot of sense,
Yeah.
yeah.
You make, even nukazuke at home,
Yeah.
pickles, and using that lactic acid, you make doboroku, and that's perfectly makes sense.
Yeah.
That's like kimoto, right?
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's completely natural for me.
Right.
But so there was a lot of paperwork and
Yeah,
it
lots
was
of
a little
paperwork and-
stressful, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But so when are you going to be releasing your first batch of? Tell us the name actually of your.
Oh, right.
You've decided, right?
Yeah,
the name
yeah.
of your brand.
Yeah, so it's Snow Satoyama sake,
Yeah.
Yukito Satoyama Jozosho. And so we're brewing, all the botanical coming from the mountain.
Yeah.
Satoyama is the, the nature, the mountain where people are living with harmony
Yeah.
with the nature, in
Yeah.
harmony with the nature.
Well, that's great.
And it's a long, but I wanted to keep this Japanese name as it is,
Yeah.
so that the rest of the world can also learn about our philosophy of how to.
As long
live.
as you have philosophy, as long as you have
Right.
a clear story,
Right.
it doesn't really matter about the name. People
Right.
will adjust to it.
Yeah, yeah.
It is quite long,
Yeah.
but people will adjust to it. I think it's
Right.
really cool. It's got a proper story. And so, what's your first? You're brewing right now,
Right, so we're
started?
doing pre-production.
pre-production.
And we need to buy a bigger tank because we want to do wooden barrel,
Oh,
which is
Cedar.
hard to get cedar.
Yeah,
Yes.
kyoke, ne?
Kyoke.
Yeah.
So we might buy
That's tough.
stainless steel too.
that's really tough.
It is tough. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, we've
Are there
got
people in Niigata who are still making those?
not in
kyoke?
Niigata,
No.
but there's one in Akita.
Yeah.
And we recently bought one from Osaka, like
Oh.
Yontodaru.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you don't need, when you're doing craft sake, of course,
Right,
you can
exactly.
do smaller
Yeah,
batches,
smaller
right?
batches, yeah.
To finish up, so you've had a chance to go around the event and
yeah.
you've tried various sake.
Yeah.
Are there any highlights so far?
Right. So Niigata and Nagano are right next to each other,
That's right, yeah.
but geography. But we have in Niigata we
Yeah.
have soft water.
Yes.
They also have soft water, but they both say oh, Niigata has really nice soft water. Therefore we have nice dry crisp sake.
Yeah.
Whereas Nagano say, oh yeah, we have nice soft water
It's
and we
rich
have
and
really rich sake. and,
Sweet, yeah.
Very
different.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
different. But yeah, it's coming from koji, right? At the end
Yes,
of the day.
yeah.
And also the food culture.
Yeah.
And in Niigata we have ocean. So on ocean side we have more drier crisp sake, whereas
Yes.
mountain side we have more richer
More
sake.
snow melt,
Yeah,
right?
snow melt.
Yeah.
And the same as Nagano. It's Nagano has no ocean. So therefore
No.
the entire prefecture
thing
has
for a second.
richer. Yeah, they're right in
It's
the middle
landlocked.
of
It's
yeah,
landlocked. It's 100% landlocked. No, but it's in a way, it's almost like the Swiss kind of,
Right.
the Alps, isn't
Yeah,
it, in a
Alps,
way?
yeah, yeah.
When Niigata has an ocean, so it's kind of more, well, actually I can't actually think of any.
Diverse.
Yeah, more like kind of another, like Scandinavia, maybe Finland, for example, which faces the
Right.
ocean a little bit.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I think that's an
So-
interesting argument for why water should not be maybe the be all and end all of sake.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, just going around different breweries,
Yeah.
and hearing all the stories that they tell us, and it's just so interesting to compare because when I'm in Niigata, going to Sakenojin,
Yeah.
I only have Niigata sake, and
Yes.
even within Niigata we have variety of sake too, and
Yeah.
comparison is fun.
So sake no
But
Jin is a
now
big Niigata sake only, one of the biggest sake events,
Yeah.
maybe close second to this one,
Right.
in the year around maybe February or March.
Right.
And normally you have to go in a lottery to get a
Yeah,
ticket.
I
It's a very, very
know.
popular event.
Right. We used to have 140,000 people in 2 days.
Right.
So
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of
But it's only Niigata sake, so yeah, I get what you're saying. There's no opportunity to explore kind of other prefectures, other
Right.
styles, because Niigata is very much, in a way, very much one style, right? But it's I should say that maybe that's traditionally what it's like, but now it's changing.
Yeah,
There's
it
an
is
evolution
changing.
happening.
Yeah.
I think maybe Niigata has recognized that there needs to be other styles to cater to different audiences that are appearing now.
Right.
New, that weren't there before.
Yeah.
But Niigata has got a lot of history and a lot. I mean, the most breweries in Japan.
Yeah.
To claim the second most used sake rice,
Sake rice,
Go
yeah.
Hyakumangoku.
Mangoku, yeah.
It created a whole style, which became like the de facto sake style in Japan for a long time, Tande
Yeah.
Karakuchi.
Right.
And it created the ginjo boom, right? Started the ginjo boom in the 80s. So, I mean, there's no other, there aren't many prefectures that can claim so many different
Yeah.
accolades when it comes to sake. So,
Right.
I mean, it feels right that, you know, Niigata should be kind of the trailblazer, you know,
Right.
leading the charge
Yeah.
for all these different kind of developments in sake. And it's really exciting.
Yeah.
We're excited to see where you go, and we'll be looking out for your sake.
Thank
Snow
you.
Satoyama.
Yes. So-
Snow is like in English, snow,
Yeah,
I can't remember,
English,
yeah,
yes,
snow as in like
snow.
yuki.
Yuki.
Right.
Yuki to Satoyama.
Yeah, yuki to Satoyama. Look out for that, listeners. Thanks very much for lending us your time
Thank you.
to have a little chat with us,
Yeah, thank you for
Tomomi.
having me.
And we'll hope we'll have you on another episode in the future to maybe go a little bit more detail about what you're up to. Thank
Yeah,
you very
until
much.
Then, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm at this part of the event. There's actually like, obviously you can't see it, but basically there are a number of sort of like street stalls in that kind of style. And these stalls are basically showcasing various foods, some of them local from Osaka, some of them from other parts of Japan. And I've come across this stall here, which is called the National Cooperative Association of Seasoning Foods Process. Interesting. And I've just met this lovely chap, Mr. Kajihara, who works for Osaka Tenmaya. Okay. Well, what kind of food are you showcasing here?
This one and this one.
Okay. This is Tanzawa
And
Kuro.
黒豆。
Kuromame. Okay.
Soybean.
Soybeans. So it's kind of like, you call it like a sweet natto?
Sweet
Amanatto. Yeah. And then this one is soramame.
そら豆。
You can actually try some. Just try some. Thank you. Oh, it smells a bit chocolatey. Yeah, chocolatey. I would say that's like buttery, chocolatey. Oh, it's really good. And it's kokoto sonomame. So it's black sugar.
Black
sonomame.
sugar.
Brown sugar, black sugar.
Brown sugar.
So it's the same sugar that they use to make the Kokuto shochu. That's really good. It's sweet, but it has an umami to it as well. So this gentleman has very kindly opened a packet of this beef burdock root, which, yeah, basically it's like burdock root with like little slices of beef. Oh, it smells amazing. Oh, yeah. This is the perfect Nihonshu otsumami. The perfect little side dish for sake. Yeah, so we have the beef burdock root, then we have firefly squid kombu. Then we have tarako, which is cod. Umani. Umani is like a savory kind of, in a savory kind of broth, brine. Yeah. Thank you very much for showing all this wonderful food to us. And it's great that they're showcasing, you know, all these different foods, because a lot of people may not have come across these foods even if they visit Japan. It's highly possible that they may never come across. I've been living here 11 years, and there's a lot of these foods, you know, I don't eat every day or even every week or even every month. They're quite, not unusual, but like quite rare delicacies, and really good little side dishes for sake. Arigatou gozaimasu. So I'm here with an old friend. We actually worked together when I worked for Sake Brewery, Kojima Sohonten in Yamagata.
Yeah.
Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Takeshi Itani. I'm in sake industry for more than 20 years, but half of 20 years was in beer industry, and the rest of them is in sake industry. So I'm happy to meet with Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while since
Yeah.
last time probably was when I was working for the brewery, I
Yeah.
think. I haven't seen you since then. So what have you been up to since then?
Yeah.
Any new developments?
Yeah. I'm worked with JSS for the last 3 years, and especially I'm thinking how to promote sake globally right now. Especially now, sake industry try to catch up the wine industry, but at the same time, wine industry has been struggled with. So that's why we need to find something uniqueness in the sake industry as well to attract more consumers globally. Yeah.
So what do you think what is the key?
Especially right now, the koji is somehow very interesting ingredient because it is very unique and it gives a lot of the umami aspect.
Yes.
So that's why, and especially the food industry shows strong interest in the koji. So it's not easy ingredient for the normal consumers, but it takes time to.
But once you explain simply what it is, most people understand. Most people, it's not actually that complicated. It's not actually that confusing. Right. It's just the way that you explain it, which is the challenge.
Yeah, that's right.
So I myself have had to hone my skills in communicating what koji is, and that just takes time and experience.
That's why I should be very tolerant because normally if I cannot get better results, I cannot be tolerant. But I think it takes time to tell what koji is and what attracting point of the koji is. So it's really important aspect.
And so you're here with your partner as well.
Oh yeah.
And you work basically you run a company, consulting company. Supporting sake breweries.
Yes.
How many sake breweries are you currently consulting for at the moment? How many?
Now two.
Just two.
Honten and also Kokushu.
And what kind of needs do these breweries have?
It's very difficult because now they want to promote their products globally at the same time that they are struggling to develop something new. But it's in sake industry, for them it's not easy to develop something new. So that's why that is especially somehow, for example, the sake brewery can use barrel for aging, but that doesn't replicate their intention is not to replicate what wine industry does, and they try to express something uniqueness. However, for example, if they developed barrel-aged sake, that doesn't attract younger generation here in Japan.
No.
Because the definition of the good sake is totally different from.
It's a drink. It's a drink now beverage. It was promoted by, basically sake is just a drink now beverage. That's the way that it evolved.
Yeah. So that's why, for example, that's if we give some idea to develop the new sake, for example, but it doesn't mean it attracts consumers directly. So that is really difficult for me, and so we should learn more what consumer needs, especially now the biggest the ratio of the consumer is now Generation Z globally, not here. Right. So that's why their perception for the sake might be changing dramatically compared to the like older generation. Not me. But yeah, so that's why.
You're definitely a marketing guy because to talk about Generation Z, it's very. I work a little bit for a digital marketing company, and that's very much the sort of thing that a marketing company talks about. But it's so important to understand the generation difference. Yes. What's the generation difference in Japan? I often wonder because.
Yeah, especially for example, we have the term like fukuzatsu-sei. That is complexity. But for us, for our generation, the complexity is very positive word. But for the younger generation, it's not positive.
They don't like complexity?
No.
Oh,
so that's why they like a lighter or fruitiness or easy to understand. So for us, like whiskey and shochu and sake, complexity is somehow very attractive for us. But for them, it's not. So that's why we should take it for granted that the perception for the taste preference should be different from generation to generation. Yeah.
I've definitely seen that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's important not to generalize, but of course, when you're working from a marketing perspective, you have to go with the majority.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
that's very true. So, yeah, do you attend this event every year?
Yeah, every year. Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't bumped into each other at a previous event when it's normally held in Tokyo.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is how do you feel about this event? Like, how would you describe this event to someone who's never been to this event before?
Okay. I think it. Official comment is they want to receive more consumers, but I think this atmosphere is very relaxing, and we can talk to the breweries or distillers a lot more than before, because in Tokyo it's very crowded and it's good, but the atmosphere is good. But I can talk easily to the distilleries and the breweries. That is very positive point, especially if normally as a consumers, if they think I would like to know these specific things, but I cannot ask someone. But if they come here, they can ask easily.
So, to explain, this is a much bigger venue than the one in Tokyo.
That's right.
We're in a kind of convention hall. It's a trading hall, and the one in Tokyo is more like sort of, it's a space.
Yeah.
But it's nowhere near, maybe like a quarter of the size of this one. There's just so much more space in between
that's right.
in the booths. And what are your highlights so far for this particular event?
Especially this time, this venue is very fantastic, because even for me, the shochu is now try to attract the people who like bars and cocktails, and this is very fantastic the venue to attract the new consumers. Especially shochu is somehow a little bit not conservative, but kind of that gives a little bit older image than sake in a way. But here is completely new. So I think this venue attract more consumers, and also the sake now right now a lot of products are not that different from the previous year, but I was really surprised that I attend here and they confess the difficulties in the sourcing sake rice, and I talked to the rice suppliers. So I really understand what's going on right now. So it is very good venue to get to know the newest.
To get up to date with
that's right,
a very easy way to get up to date with what the state of the industry,
that's right.
which you can't do. You know, if you normally you would have to do hours and hours of research and contacting people, and whereas you can just walk around and speak to the brewers directly. And to elaborate on what you were talking about, this venue that we're in, we're actually in the shochu section of the event. And it's like walking into another world. It couldn't be any more different from the sake. The sake area is like a typical kind of convention kind of layout, convention kind of aesthetic. It's a bit kind of bare bones, a bit sort of like, table with someone standing in front. Maybe there's kind of like a nice display behind, some posters. But here, we're like in this beautiful wooden floor space, and we're surrounded by all these cocktail display cabinets filled with shochu. And then they're also doing cocktails here as well. We've got a little cocktail menu on the table here. An IMO Rose, Bellini, Bali's Cafe, Rice Tea Nail. Rice Tea Nail? Oh, right, okay. UQ Reviver. That's my favorite so far, I think. Is that umeshu in it? That's not umeshu. Japone mojito. Yeah, it's really cool. That's a really, really, really cool way. They've really, really done a good job with the shochu space. Yeah. Any final words? Anything in the pipeline?
Yeah, especially if there's someone who interested in sake and shochu, definitely you shouldn't miss this opportunity, because this is the best venue to explore your interest and to get to know, to catch up the latest information and also the taste profile as well.
But it'll probably be in Tokyo next year.
Yeah, probably.
And probably in a smaller venue again.
Unfortunately.
So that there is that. But still, it's definitely worth coming along. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to catch up, a little catch up, and share with our listeners what you're up to. And thanks very much, Danny-san.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I've waltzed over to the cocktail bar in this shochu section of the event, and I'm here with one of the mixologists who basically, each mixologist in this cocktail bar gets to prepare their signature cocktail for like maybe an hour or 2 hours or something, and they rotate. So it's like 2 in the afternoon and 2 in the morning. And so we're here with the mixologist who designed this cocktail, Hana Shigure.
Yes.
Hana Shigure translation, let's not bother.
Yes, it is.
It's flowers.
Hana Shigure is a spring keyword.
Yeah,
Yes, it is. Hana is sakura.
yeah.
And it's sakura is a drop, rain drop.
You prepared.
Do you know haiku?
Yes.
Yes, it is a haiku keyword. Haiku seasonal keyword.
For spring.
Yeah. It is for spring.
Thank you. That was great. Very eloquent. So can you introduce yourself, first of all? Your name, where you work, the bar that you work, where in Japan, and how did you get into mixology? What was it that interested you in mixology?
So I'm Shinko Suka from Kyoto Room in Tokyo. So two head bartenders. My father is a French chef in Hiroshima. So I'm from Hiroshima. Yes, it is 子供の頃から
from when you were a child. Yeah.
から、ちょっと父親を見てて looking for is there father working.
Trying to follow in your father's
Yeah,
footsteps.
there is cooking まあなんていうんだろうなこう仕事をしてる姿を見てかっこいいなって思ったんですけど同じ仕事はしたくないと思います。
So when you saw your father working, you thought it was really cool, but you kind of decided that you didn't want to do the same work as him.
その時にバーテンダーの人と出会ってめっちゃかっこいいと思ってでやりたいって思ったのがきっかけですね。
And like seeing bartenders at work, that was just so cool. And that became that moment you decided that you wanted to become a bartender.
And so I like to customize the communication and so making cocktails. It is a customer reaction. Oh, so very good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It is so happy.
That's so true. It's all about the people who enjoying the cocktails, their reactions, how it makes them feel.
Yeah, there is a shochu. There is so many types.
Yeah.
Maybe looks like it's a gin or whiskey. There's so many types.
Yeah. So Hana Shigure, lovely. It's a lovely pink cocktail.
Yes,
What
pink
colour is
purple.
this? And it's got this beautiful, like, sort of, almost like there's like a universe swirling in the middle of the cocktail. And this is pearl.
Power powder is there is a gricha powder.
Oh, I've never seen this used in cocktails before. It's beautiful. So it's imo shochu,
Imo shochu,
30
yeah.
milliliters.
Yes.
Aphrodite sakura. This
Yes.
is like a liqueur.
Yes, Aphrodite sakura is there is a flavor is a sakura.
Yeah.
It is into the gricha powders. It is gricha looks like it. And so this cocktail name is Hana Shigure. It is sakura flowers.
Yeah.
It is a drop the rain.
Yeah.
It looks like a saying.
Like raining
Yes.
sakura flowers.
Yeah.
Something that you see a lot in the sakura cherry blossom season in Japan. So maybe that's the inspiration. Well, we'll go there in a second. Then it's also made with Bols Parfait Amour.
Yes.
Probably botching that pronunciation. Lemon syrup, 1883. And hinoki bitters. So, I mean, it's amazing. It's sweet. It's got a lovely balance of acidity. It keeps me coming back for another sip. It's lovely and fruity. Of course, the main characteristic is lychee, because the shochu that it's made with, dayame, is actually made like they use this special technique to extract this natural lychee flavor from, it's like a purple potato.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a
Sweet
fermentation.
potato. Yeah, it's fermentation,
Yeah,
through the
yeah,
fermentation.
yeah.
It's like koji, isn't it? The
Yes.
koji process. So I have to say, this is the best cocktail I've ever had made with dayame. I think it really brings out the inherent lychee characteristics, and there's a little bit of umami on the finish in there as well. I think it's amazing, and yet it still tastes very unique, like it's its own thing, like it has its own personality. So tell me, what's the story behind this cocktail? What's the inspiration? Why Hanashiragu?
So this cocktail was champion 3 years ago. I'm challenged 4 years ago.
You entered a contest?
Yes.
4 years ago?
Yes, cocktail competition.
And this was your
yes.
cocktail?
4 years ago, I'm losing.
Oh, you lost?
Yes.
Okay, right, okay.
But I think どうやったら勝てるかみたいな。
Yeah, how can I win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
で、やっぱこう、taste
Yeah.
and the looks
Yeah.
and the flavor
Yeah.
and the story.
Story, right?
Yes.
So important.
And so Hanashigure is so catchy,
Yeah.
catchy name.
It is very catchy.
And so ingredients, so Hanashigure is so sakura, and perfect meal is so violet hue maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, that is flowery taste.
Okay.
And so sakura tree is so woody taste, and so hinoki. Lemon syrup is so balance. And so dayame is so light flavors.
Yeah.
Last is so drop tonka flavors, so kumarin flavors. And so this cocktail ingredients is a good combination. And so first drink is so flavors, it is so tonka beans flavors. It is so taste is so flowery and it's woodiness. It is so good. It is so story and the cocktail looks and so cocktail ingredients, all perfect concept.
So the story is kind of recreating the sakura tree?
Yes. It is a haiku. So this cocktail competition concept, it is a Japanese culture.
Oh, I see. And you chose haiku?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
And so women and the tourists.
Yeah.
I'm before is working at hotels.
Yeah.
It is a hotel is coming. It is a women and a couple and so many tourists. So this cocktail is a sakura flavor and this low alcoholic cocktails. It's all so many people is just drinking, and it looks like it's pretty. But it is I think most important is a cocktail experience.
Yeah.
So this cocktail it is drinking. It is sing Hanashigure.
Yeah.
It is sakura, and it's a spring season. It's good experience.
It does conjure that image, definitely. It's great. Really good, isn't it? What do you think the benefit of using shochu in a cocktail? You must use many other spirits from around the world, not just Japanese spirits. So what is the advantage of using Japanese spirits to make cocktails?
Japanese market, it is Japanese customers. The Japanese customers is not strong. It's alcoholic, it's low alcoholic.
They prefer,
Yes,
yeah.
and so shochu cultures,
Easy
and it's
going.
highball cultures,
Yeah.
and it's low alcoholic, all
Yeah.
low alcoholics.
Yeah.
So 最近のブームはこうローアルコールカクテルがこうニュートレンドみたいな。
Low alcohol cocktails
Yes, low
are the new
alcohol
trend
cocktails.
in Japan.
Yes.
And shochu helps
yes.
with the Japanese beverages.
Yes, that is shochu. That is a 25%.
Yeah.
25%. Yeah.
That's true. I mean, it's difficult to get hold of 25% vodka, isn't it?
And so umami.
Yeah, umami.
And so many tastes.
Yeah.
And so cocktails. And so shochu cocktails. I think so double spirits. It is shochu and high alcoholic shochu.
Yeah.
Or shochu and other spirits.
Yeah.
It is a taste that is complex and the taste that is a middle taste. It is many coming tourists in Japan. It is なんか求めてるものがにこうアルコールパーセンテージを合わせやすい。
So it's easy to kind of blend the alcohol strengths, to get the ABVs together for what people are expecting. Yeah.
日本の人と海外の人にもこう需要にこう合わせやすい。
Yeah. So you can basically take care of both audiences without making entirely new cocktails.
Yeah.
That's true. There's that durability that shochu has over other beverages for sure.
あと安い。
and quite affordable. Well, here in Japan, yeah. Well, it's been great to meet you.
Thank you
very
so
much
much.
for lending your time. I mean, you must be very tired after doing that long cocktail making session.
Totally.
But I really enjoyed that, and I think the future is incredibly bright for cocktails made with Japanese spirits. And there's the proof.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Sake on Air. We will be back with a new episode very soon. But in the meantime, please take a moment to review us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. As always, send your questions and comments to questions@sakeonair.com or reach out to us on Instagram or Facebook at @sakeonair. Don't forget that we have a YouTube and a Substack as well. Sake on Air is made possible with the generous support of the Japan Sake and Shochu Makers Association and is broadcast from the Japan Sake and Shochu Information Center in downtown Tokyo. It is produced by Export Japan, and our team is Shuso Imada, Justin Potts, Arlene Lyons, Cindy Bissig, Chris Hughes, Chris Pellegrini, John Gottner, Marie Nagata, Miho Ota, Rebecca Wilson-Lai, Sebastian Wan, and me, Frank Walter. Until next time, kampai!